Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. I'm going to show you a little how-to thing here. I'm taking down my Christmas lights, all my holiday decorations, since it's after the holidays. I just got back from CES, so now I'm going to do it. There's my tree right there. I've already got some of the stuff. I took all the bulbs down, put them in the boxes, and of course I got to do the tinsel and stuff like that. But I want to show you a little trick that I learned with the lights. Now, I took off a string of lights. I got it right here. It's usually a jumbled mess when you get it at the next year. So tackle it now. So here's what I do. And this, of course, is if you've got the dual plug. Of course, I've got the female end of the plug in my hand. The other end, of course, is the male. And of course, you can do this if you have the looped ones, but you'll have to do a little bit of different trick when you go to wrap them. So what I do, in regular musical cord turning, you basically train the wires to go, and it's a little bit tougher with lights. So basically I make a loop about 4, 5, 6 inches, something like that, and then I continue the loop like that. And of course you're going to have to do some slight twisting to get the loop to work. And I'm got to look as I'm looking here, so I might be out of frame here. So I'm going to keep looping like this. And keep looping as I go. I tug on the lights so they detangle from themselves, because they're not really tangled up right now. They're just hooked onto each other. So I'll continue looping and continue looping till I get to the end. Now this is a longer set of the lights. So once I get done looping here, I've got a special way for these lights to not get completely tangled up in the end and are easier to actually pull out. This is a brand new set of lights, so it makes it a little bit tougher on the first wrapping, of course. So we'll wrap it up. This is going a little bit better as things start to untangle themselves. Wrap it up. Wrap it up a little bit more. Now, once this is done, wrapped up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the plug end first to make a loop into the lights to get it so these lights will stay where they are for the most part. There we go. And of course, making sure I still have that hole right there, the wreath effect, I'm going to call it right now. So now we're getting towards the end of the lights. And I've been working, so I get a little bit of heavy breath. Apologize for that. All right, so now I'm towards the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more wrap here. And I'm going to take the plug end, the male of the plug end, and I'm going to use my hand as a guide to wrap it through. So now it's right here. I wrap it through. I'm going to do it again. Use my hand as a guide. Wrap it through again. And once you have these trained after about 2 or 3 times, then they'll set perfectly. So now I'm going to take the 2 ends and I'm going to plug them into each other. So when I go to unwrap, I'm going to use this is a male-female plug, so I'm going to use the male-female plug to do the unwrapping. But I've got a nice wreath type lights here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set them up so they don't tangle with the other lights. And this is actually pretty straightforward. Get yourself a bag. It's a plastic bag, 2 handles. I know in some states it's getting harder to get plastic bags because they're outlawing them. But get yourself a plastic bag with handles. The thicker the better. And just take the lights and put them right in the bag. And once they're in the bag, turn and tie, then throw into your bucket. Now, of course, these are all the lights that I have, Halloween lights and Christmas lights, so I'm able to keep them in check, and it's not a big Medusa's nest once it's all said and done. So that's how I wrap lights, and I do the same thing with tinsel, except in that case, I take a piece of cardboard and wrap the tinsel around it, and then I put that into a bag and then into the tub. So any questions, let me know. Twitter me at Geekazine, Think Magazine, put in a geek. You've got Geekazine. Thanks a lot, and take care.